The origins of the Mongols go back to the Mongolian plateau in the Gobi Desert, located on the outskirts of North China. The Mongolian tribes lived side by side with other tribes, and there was conflict and fighting among them, especially with the Tatars. All of these tribes worshipped planets and idols, and the religion of shamanism was widespread among them. This religion sanctifies the spirits of the ancestors. Prey animals are offered as sacrifices, and despite the conflict between the tribes, they were able to unite and establish the largest empire in history in a short period. The Mongol Empire extended from Siberia and the Baltic Sea in the north to the borders of the northern Arabian Peninsula, the Levant, and Palestine in the south. From the Japanese islands and the Pacific Ocean from the east to the center of the European continent from the west. The Mongol tribes were in a turbulent and barbaric state, and with this turmoil there were attempts to unify them, but these attempts were unsuccessful. Historians mention that the grandfather of the Mongols, Badansar, was able to achieve leadership of the tribe through his cunning. His son Kaidu was also able to increase his subjects and take the title of Khan for himself, and here was the beginning of the establishment of the Mongol kingdom. After Genghis Khan came to the rule of the Mongols, he was able to expand his empire and divided it among his children from his first wife, and this matter was stipulated in the Yasic Mongol law. Russia, the Caucasus, Khiva, as well as the Bulgarians, the city of Kazan in Russia, and everything that could be annexed from the west were under the control of his eldest son, Joji. As for his son Chagatai, West Turkestan and the Uyghur country, the state of Kansu in China, as well as Transoxiana, were under his control. Khorasan, Persia, and every area that could be annexed from Arabia and Asia Minor were under the control of his son Tolui. As for his son Ogatai, he gave him the lands of the Mongols, the Kutas, East Turkestan, China, and everything that could be annexed from the eastern side. After the internal conditions of the Mongol Empire stabilized, Genghis Khan began to take revenge on his enemies who fled from him. Then he had a meeting with the Islamic forces, especially the Khwarezmian state, which expanded significantly during the reign of Aladdin Khwarezm Shah. Genghis Khan was able to sabotage the Khwarezmian state and eliminate its armies, sultan, and population. During his invasion of the Islamic East, Genghis Khan tortured Muslims in various ways and destroyed everything he encountered in Muslim countries. After the death of Genghis Khan, the country was divided into 4 parts, and Islam began to spread there. Many Mongols converted to Islam. Baraka Khan is considered the first Mongol prince to convert to Islam, and at that time he was the head of the Golden Horde in Russia. Baraka Khan had a good relationship with Rukh al-Din al-Zahir Baburs, as he had an alliance with him. The entry of the Mongols into Islam made them suddenly transform from bloodshed peoples to humanitarian, benevolent peoples. In the year 651 Hulagu was sent to Iran to fight the Ismailis there, as well as to eliminate the Abbasid state in Baghdad. Kanmenku carefully prepared his brother Hulagu for this mission. He provided him with soldiers skilled in throwing arrows, using catapults and oil launchers. The number of the Mongol army was 120,000. Hulagu headed directly towards Iran and subjected it to his authority in the year 653 He was also able to reach Alamut Castle and conquer it. He camped in Hamadan so that he would be close to Baghdad in preparation for its conquest. Hulagu moved towards Baghdad to eliminate the Abbasids in the year 656 and was able to subjugate Baghdad after 40 days of killing and sabotage there. Al-Mustasim Billah, the caliph of the Abbasids, and his family were killed, and only a small number of Muslims survived this invasion. After Hulagu took control of Baghdad, he headed towards the Levant, and on his way to the Levant, he killed al-Malik al-Kamil Muhammad al-Muzaffar, the owner of Mayafarakan. In Diyarbakir, his head was carried on a spear because he refused to surrender to him. Hulagu also entered Aleppo in the year 658 and killed its people, and Damascus, Gaza, and Hebron fell. The Mongol armies were able to captivate women and children and take many spoils, including furniture, cows, and sheep. After the Mongols took control of Gaza and the Levant, the Mamluks prepared a plan to get rid of the Mongol invasion, so their first goal was to regain Gaza. Therefore, the Mamluks were interested in arming and organizing their army, so the Muslim army was divided into groups with each group containing 400 soldiers. With these army arrangements, the Muslim army met the Mongols and prevailed, so the Mongols began to withdraw and flee from the battle. However, the Muslim army, led by Baburs, pursued the Mongols until they reached the area of Ain Jalut, where the Mongols had reinforced. This is the area where the decisive battle that crushed the Mongols took place. Al-Zahir Babers was able to rid the Levant of the Mongols easily after this battle. The Mongols advance in parts of the world, North Africa and Europe, as well as Morocco, stopped. 4.